Okay, so because I missed the class on Tuesday, and one of the things I wanted to do was to go through the bits that are asked around graph questions. So I just thought I'd do question 1 again now, just to remind us how to draw a graph. Look, I think we all relatively got this quite well the last day, but I still, just to do it just in case. And what I've done is, if you look at how I've written this out, I've kind of tried to present the question as it would be presented in an exam situation. All right, so they've provided you with a box, an input-output table, and they've provided you with the appropriate graph. Okay, that's how these questions are 99 times out of 100. This is how they are presented. Okay, so I'm just going to fill out my input-output table. So remember, wherever you see X, these values go in. So that's why I just left those blank as a reminder. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you do the maths on this, so 2 minus 0, well, that's 2. All right. 2 minus 3, that's minus 1. 2 minus 6, that's minus 4. 2 minus 9, that's minus 7. 2 minus 12 is minus 10. And 2 minus 15 is minus 13. All right. So as you can see, the y values go as high as 2. All right. And go as low as minus 13. All right. And I've realized I haven't given myself enough space. So hang on, I'll see if I can. I think there's a way to move this. If I do this, and if I certain there's a way. Aha. There we go. So give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna rub out this guy here. Back pan to go as far as here, and 1, 2. So that's 1 and that's 2. Okay, so I'm going to plot my points. The first one is 0, 2, which goes, I'll make that a little bigger, goes there. The next one is 1 minus 1, which is there. Then, well, as you might have noticed, I've slightly misaligned it to the grid, but I'll get it as roughly as I can. 2 minus 4, which is down here. 3 minus 7, which is down here. 4 minus 9, which is here. Sorry, 4 minus 10, which is here. And 5 minus 13, which is here. All right, and you draw a line down to the, but my app does a handy thing where it straightens it out automatically for you. Obviously, you would use a ruler in your exam. All right, so that was question 1. Let's have a look at question 2. So in this question, they've given you the line, and they've told me that the function of the line is ax plus by is equal to 12. This requires a little bit of mental gymnastics, all right? So they've given me 2 points, 0, 6, and 4, 0, and they've asked me to find the values of a and b. Well, let's start with this guy, 0, 6, right? So 0 and 6. That means my x value is 0 and my y value is 6. So let's sub them in. So that's going to become a times 0 plus b times 6, which is equal to 12. So that cancels this guy. He's gone. B times 6 is 6b is equal to 12. B is going to equal 12 divided by 6. B is equal to 2. So that's my first answer. B is equal to 2. Using my other point, we can sub in 4, 0 into the equation. All right. So if we go with 4, 0, in this case, x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 0. So now I could say a times 4 plus b times 0 is equal to 12, which means I get 4a is equal to 12, a is equal to 3. All right, so we finished that. We've gotten the values for a and b. And all you had to do was take the values and sub them in. All right, so don't forget, we learned that in coordinate geometry, that the first coordinate, the first value is the x and the next one is the y. All right, and they could have also said rewrite the function now that you know what a and b are equal to. So ax plus by equals 12. I'd replace the a with 3 and the b with 2, which would give me 3a plus 2b is equal to 12. All right, let's have a look at question 3. So this one we did in class, and again, I've written it out. Well, sorry, we drew the graph in class. We didn't go through the questions. So let's have a look at this one. So I've written it out. Oh, hang on. I realize I forgot to rub these out. I'll reckon it now. Okay, fix these up. All right. Yes, those squiggly lines will annoy me too. Okay. So you have to fill in your values. So this is what they've given you. So we're pretending this is a junior cert exam question, and this is the values, or these are the table and the graph that they've given us. And I've just rewritten the question over here so that A is draw the graph and use your graph to estimate. Okay, so they've given us the values, we just have to fill in the table. So we do the boring part: 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. Minus, 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 minus. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. And then open up brackets for the t-values. So the t-values are starting at 0 and going all the way up to 6. All right, which is why on the graph, they go up as far as 6 here as well. So let's sub the values in. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 15 minus 0 is 15. 15 minus 3 is 12. 15 minus 6 is 9. You might notice, if you remember number patterns, the linear pattern that's happening here, it's going down by the same amount. It's going down by 3. All right. So this is going to be 6, 3, 0, minus 3. All right. So now we just put the values onto our table. So the first one is 0, 15. Okay. The next one is 1, 12, which is about there. 2, 9, 3, 6, 4, 3, 5, 0, and 6, minus 3. All right. And my app does the handy thing of making a line for me. It's not super duper perfect, but it'll do for the moment. And so I've done part A. I've filled out the table, which is showing your work, and I've done the graph there. Okay, so let's have a look at part B. I'll do down here. So part B says the speed of the car, or sorry, use your graph to estimate the speed of the car at t is equal to 2.3. Okay, so I'm going to use a green color for this. So t at 2.3 is roughly here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it up and let it touch the axis, or sorry, the line. Okay, and then I go across and I get roughly. Now remember, there's going to be tolerance here, as in, like, if the answer is 7.4 and you say 7.5, that's okay, and I'm going to say 7.5. All right, so the answer is 7.5 meters per second. So that's my answer there. And by having drawn this line, I'm showing that my work was done on the graph there. Then it says the time at which the speed, so that's part C. So the time at which the speed is 10 meters per second. So remember that speed is represented by the v value. So these are all your speed values here. And speed is 10, so this guy here. So what I'm going to do is, I'll just use a different color for this one. So I go to 10, I go across, using a ruler, of course, hit the thing and come down and see where it lands it. And it's about 1.5. Excuse me. It's about 1.5 seconds, because that's the value. Oops. So 1.5 seconds. Then you have part D. The speed of the car as it passes P. All right, so a car passes a point P, after which its speed V is given by the function this. So where T is the time in seconds. So passes the point P, after which its speed V is given by this function. So the point P is anywhere behind this value here. Okay, so, oh, sorry, the time sorry, I'm getting mixed up. Right, so the time after it passes by, so the time taken to stop, so it stops here. All right, because its speed is 0 here, so it takes 5 seconds. Is that okay? so it takes 5 seconds to stop. All right, so it passes the point P up here. All right, 1 second, its speed is down to 12. 2 seconds, the speed is down to 9. 3 seconds, speed is down to 6 meters per second. 3 meters per second, 0 meters per second. All right, and the car then somehow goes minus 3 meters per second down here. Presumably that means it is, oh, I just realized it's 0 up as far as 5. Yeah, because a car can't go minus speed. I was wondering, anyway, the answer is 5 seconds. All right, so see, just to show you, I didn't need to put this in. All right, and therefore I didn't need to have this line go on like that. Okay, all right, that's 5 seconds. Part E. So the time taken by the car, is that not the same question? Oh, I'm getting them mixed up. Okay, sorry lads. The question D that I did there is actually E, and part D is the speed of the car as it passes point V. It's 15 meters per second. Okay, because it's the first value, 15. Okay, so 15 meters per second. All right, sorry, I know it's in red, but F, write V of K in terms of K. All right, so let's have a look. The question says V is equal to 15 point or minus 3t. And it says V of K in terms. So V of K, wherever we see T, we put in K. Nice and handy. Okay? Because think of it as X or any value you want. K is what goes in there. All right? Using your answer to E, find the value of K for which V of K is equal to K. So when does 15 minus 3K equal K? All right? So what we do then is just algebra, take K away from both sides. So get 15 minus 4K is equal to 0. Minus 4K is equal to minus 15. 4K is equal to 15. K is equal to 15 divided by 4, which is roughly, is it 1, 2, 3, 3 3/4. There it is. Okay.